Hey everybody, Arthur here with another Build-A-Figure review, and today we have Caliban after I've reviewed the whole Caliban wave. If you guys haven't checked them out, definitely go back, check out some of those reviews, but finally we got all the Build-A-Figure parts, so we get to put this guy together, and there's some big meaty parts here, so let's go ahead and do that. So, gotta always make sure double check on those legs. Wow, this will not want to pop in here. You get to watch me struggle here with the whole plugging stuff in, and this plastic right here feels all slimy. It's almost like it's super slick, so you can see the shine on it. So it's hard to really get a hold of. So, all right, one leg on. This leg is a pain. There it goes. His legs are nice and sturdy, though. Body sounds all rattly. All right, let me get his arms. This should just pop right in. Make sure everything is functioning the way it should. And then we get his little head. Look at the little spot. There's like, it's crazy. Like you'd think that hole would be further into the skull. It's like crammed in the back here. And then we get the complete Caliban. Now this Caliban is fuego. This figure is amazing. Very simple, but done very well in a lot of areas. And there's some issues that could have been, fine-tuned. But overall, I am impressed. As you can see, I got him posed up in a nice, sort of stalkering, prowling pose. But let's get into the articulation and look over this guy a little bit as we go over that articulation. Because, again, I am impressed with this figure. So I definitely like this figure, and he's awesome looking. He's simple, and sort of with that simpleness, it reminds me of the Titus Build-A-Figure, which to me is, I enjoy that Build-A-Figure. A lot of people hate it to this day. And then what's sort of funny is this figure is very simple as well, yet everybody enjoys this figure. And I'm feeling very confident that it's because people aren't familiar with Titus as they are with Caliban. Or maybe I'm just not noticing something. So if I'm not noticing why he's a crappy Build-A-Figure, let me know down below why Titus is a garbage Build-A-Figure. But back to Caliban, this figure is awesome. The skin tone, they just it's like a white plastic that they use like a bluish gray wash on it that makes the skin tone just look so awesome. Very, very awesome. And his teeth are painted well. His tongue in there looks great. His eyes are just yellow, ready to track down some mutants, and he just looks so beefy. I'm going to have him definitely hanging out with Apocalypse because, he was part of, Apocalypse's crew for a little bit. I dig it. Really love the paintwork. Paint on this, on the body and everything's good. The pearlescent plastic they use is really nice. And even though the arms, biceps, little spots on the body are painted, you can only really tell the difference tone wise is because this is shiny right here and these are more matte, but I'm okay with it. Definitely okay with it. Back paint that's pretty good. Sculpt wise, and the back muscles look pretty good. He has no butt. He has a little bit of a crack there, but I guess that's big aliens don't really have definition in their butt. Then you get the pearlescent plastic continuing throughout his legs, and he's got cool little mutant feet. They look pretty good, or they're those, shoes that sort of cause that look. Got these gauntlets. They're just chunks of rubber, so if you move his hands out, I'm sure you can take them out of there. And then his hands are done very well. I don't know why they didn't just paint the nails on the hands. Wow, that didn't focus there. Come on, focus. Looking at his hand. There we go. So I just don't understand why they didn't paint the nails. Unless that's just his nails are like that. So definitely cool wash that they used. Let's just dive into the articulation on this big beefy guy. So head articulation, you can look down that far, you can look back this far. So a good amount of articulation that you get out of his head. And you know, you can look left, right. You can probably look all the way around if you force it, but the chin sort of hits his traps right there. And then you know, not really much attitude, a little bit, not much. Arms, as you saw, I was putting like you get some really good motion on the arms. Would have been cool if you had like a butterfly joint, but this thing just moves very, very well. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow that still gets a really good range, and then his, you know, hand has a rotation and a bend in it as well. So awesome articulation out of this guy. And you get the crazy veins going on throughout the arms and stuff like that, through his chest. Just subtle in the body part, which looks good, but in the biceps and stuff, they're pretty sticking out there, protruding. But throughout the body, they have some veins and stuff that are nice and soft. Then we get his ab crunch, which is awesome. Even him knocking, like going forward, there's no gap. There's a little bit of like, I guess it's just plastic dust or something that you see up there. So it's no paint defects or anything like that. But oh, wait, paint defect right there. A little bit of a scratch. But he leans forward quite well. And then leaning back, he leans back quite a bit. And again, not any massive gappage to it. Like, come on. I know you could scale this down for other figures, Hasbro. Like, I like the fact that I can lean my guy back and not fit a pizza in there. Like, it's good. He does have some crazy bookshelf hips. I'm not going to lie right there. It's weird. There's some white there. Very weird, but yeah, so crazy bookshelf hips with that. So I'm not going to use that too much. Then he does crazy splits, which is awesome. Some straight up Van Damme. And then his big old thick thighs can only kick up this far. He has a thigh cut in there. That's where, you know, saw me attach the leg. Double jointed knees. He's got a boot swivel, which isn't horrible. You get a little bit of lippage, and then you get ankle bends and pivot. So a good amount of articulation for this monstrous guy, and he feels nice. Like the body definitely feels like hollow up here because it's definitely a big chunk of hollow plastic, but overall, like the legs and arms feel nice in hand. Like he feels like a nice feeling Build-A-Figure, and get him all posed up, doing really whatever you want. And it's so good. I mean, let me try to get him into some crazy pose, better than the one that I did prior. So you can get them all posed up, just ready to just rip somebody to shreds. I mean, it's a nice posable figure. Like for his size, he can hold his poses and everything. I'm really, really excited about this figure. He feels great in hand. I mean, I can't say it enough. He's just a must-have for anybody that wants to have a nice X-Men collection. He's a great-looking Caliban figure. Here we have Caliban scaled up with some of his wave mates, and you can really see this guy is pretty massive. I mean, he's definitely towering over Jubilee, and Gambit only goes up to his shoulder, which is awesome. Like, Build-A-Figures need to be pretty massive. I wish they could get the Build-A-Figure to be a little bit even bigger. Like, I wish they would expand it, but I know package restricts it on them. But it's a nice size figure, and that sums up my Build-A-Figure review of the Caliban Build-A-Figure. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, as I'm always going to be pumping out content. And hit that bell notification so you get an alert letting you know when I actually post up a new video. Make sure you guys check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. The website's down below. Use that promo code I put down there as well so you can get some free shipping on some collectibles. Great site, very reliable, and make sure you guys check out the Facebook groups for Toyco. You got the community to interact with your fellow nerds, and you got the pre-order group that allows you to keep in the know with collectibles and get those great pre-order pricing, because again, Toyco does stomp the competition when it comes for pricing for pre-orders. So definitely check that out as well. And I want you guys to have the best hunt. Wow. Best hunt lucking. Best luck hunting. Keep on collecting and have a beautiful day.